Stand up for the community.
Yeah, every joke is the truth.
But you are the one who said that.
I do not try to study Shia. Well, maybe do.
Boker Tov Rabotai. We're here on this wonderful Tuesday morning. We are today studying the Mishnah Berura on page Ayin Tet Amud Bet Siman Taf Ayin Bet. I wanted to read to you one question first. Meaning we say in the Halachmaniya, any person who wants to come, kol yichfin yeteh ve'echol. Any person who's impoverished, yeteh ve'echol, he can come and he can eat. The question is like this. Are we just saying words? You know, some people say, Yom, come to my house. Is this just diburim ba'alma, emptiness, or do we mean what we say? Kol yichfin yeteh ve'echol. Anybody who cannot afford, let him come and eat. Yes, as the rabbi, I don't understand. What if 100 people come to your house? You're going to have space for everyone? Forget about space. You're going to have food for everyone. You're going to have, says the rabbi, do we have enough place and food prepared for everyone? And he answers in the name of the Khatam Sofer. Look at what the Khatam Sofer says. He says, wherever there is an abundance of holiness, of Kiddusha, in that place is Beracha. You want Beracha, you have to have Kiddusha. Holiness. The more Svatas, the more holiness the place has, the more blessing you're going to have. You have a guy who could make $1 million. He has no Beracha. There's no blessing in that. Why? There's no holiness. Where do we see this lesson? In numerous places. First of all, in the Bet HaMikdash. In the Bet HaMikdash, you had many hundreds of Kohanim. They would serve in the Bet HaMikdash, and they would all share. How many loaves of bread did they share, Rafi?
12.
12 loaves of bread. You have hundreds, maybe thousands of Kohanim in the Bet HaMikdash, and everyone's eating from 12 loaves of bread. How's 12 loaves of bread going to feed? How much would they each person get? One kazayit. A little piece of bread. And our rabbis explained when they would eat this kazai, they would become full. Why? Because it was holy. Because it was holy. And because it was holy, it made a person, it had beracha, it made him full. Yes, so too, parnasah that a person works for, good, in an appropriate way, it's holy with purity. You have to know he's going to eat from that, he's going to be full, he's going to be satiated. And then you have the guy who's never satiated. Whatever he eats, he's hungry. Says the rabbi, there was an app. Now, when you went into the Bet HaMikdash, if you looked at the population of the Jewish people, it was not possible for them to fit inside the Bet HaMikdash Azara. And yet, what? They all fit. How? And more than that, they all fit. He says, when they were standing, they were all next to each other. There was no space. But when they bowed, there was space for everybody to bow. If somebody could turn that thing off, please. There was space for everybody to bow. Why? Because where there's holiness, there is beracha. Similarly, the Gemara tells us, so, about Yosef HaTzadik. Yosef HaTzadik was a very pure, holy man. That's why his grain had blessing. He was able to sustain the entire world. The rest of Egypt, Ervat Haaretz, Razvrat, impurity, no holiness, no self-control. There was no beracha. And so too on the night of Pesach, you say to everybody, come to my house. Everybody's invited. Even 100 people, come to my house. No problem. Why? Because your house on Pesach is like the Bet HaMikdash. Your house on Pesach has a lot of holiness. Because it has a lot of holiness, and what? You have beracha, you can feed 100 people. That's the true meaning to beracha. We all want blessing. You don't want to make a lot. You want to have beracha in what you make. You want it to be, to be eaten appropriately, and you should have satiety from it. And the only way that happens is if there is purity and there is holiness. And now, Rabotai, we are in Siman Taf Ayin Bet, page Ayin Tet. Are we ready? Mr. Avner, you read Hebrew? No? יהיה שולחן ערוך מבעוד יום, says the Shulchan Aruch. You have it? Taf Ayin Bet. On the bottom, Siman Taf Ayin Bet. יהיה שולחן ערוך מבעוד יום. Your table should be set from the daytime. כדי לאכול מיד כשתחשך. In order for you to be able to eat right away, כשתחשך, when it becomes dark. And the Mishnah Berura explains, lav dafka. It doesn't mean you have to eat right away when it becomes dark. Ela, rather what we want is we want you to make kiddush as soon as it becomes dark. Even if he's learning Torah at that time, stop learning, go home and make kiddush. The mitzvah is to go home as soon as possible for the kids not to sleep, but not too early. You're not allowed to make kiddush. We're on page Pei. You're not allowed to make kiddush until it becomes nighttime. When is it nighttime? Nighttime is after sunset. Another, let's say, 15 minutes, plus or minus. So at this time of year, it's going to be at about 7:40 at night. After 7:40 at night, you can make Kiddush already on the night of Pesach.
So how come we didn't start like on Shabbat before?
What?
On Friday.
Oh, let's see the Mishnah Berura. Mishnah Berura, אבל לא יאמר קידוש, it's Dalet in the Mishnah Berura. On the bottom, you see Dalet? Up. Right there, yep, right there, somewhere Dalet. See Dalet? Gimel, so right under the Dalet. אבל לא יאמר קידוש. Yeah? Don't say קידוש. רצונו לומר, דלא תמה, don't say, כיוון שמצווה למהר יתחיל קידוש והגדה מבעוד יום. Don't say, since the mitzvah to start early, I'm going to make Kiddush in the daytime. כמו שמצינו בשבת ויום טוב, like we see on Shabbat and Yom Tov. That's Mr. Levi's question. On Shabbat I make Kiddush 6 o'clock sometimes, 7 o'clock, no problem. Why on Pesach I have to wait for it to be night? שיכול להוסיף בכל על הקודש, ולקדש ויכול מבעוד יום, כנ"ל בסימן פני שסמך זין, כמשמע לנו, דלגבי פסח אינו, כן, על פסח it's not true. לפי שאכילת מצה הוגשה לפסח, שנאמר על מצות ומרורים יאכלו, because the eating of the matzah was compared to what? To the Korban Pesach. And the Korban Pesach is to be eaten when? At night. So too, the matzah, the maror, everything is to be eaten at night. And the Kiddush has to be made at a time that it's appropriate to eat matzot. Which is at night. And another reason he says, because Kiddush is one of the 4 cups. And one of the 4 cups, since it's part of the 4 cups, the seder has to be done, specifically says the Mishnah Berura, at night, which is at least 7:40 p.m. Leminhagenu laedot hamizrah. Beseder. Let's go back to the top. Rafi, you have it? Yesadir. You have bet? Mr. Levi, which page are we on? Page pay. You see pay over here, Rafi. On the top corner over here, there's supposed to be a pay. Yeah? There's supposed to be a bet over here, Yesadir. Go ahead.
יסדר שולחנה יפה ברחלים נעים כפי כוחו ונתין מקום
מושבו
מושבו
שישב שם
והסיבה דרך חירות.
יפה. What does that mean? He says you should prepare your table יפה בכלים נעים, with your precious and beautiful utensils, silverware. Now the first question that comes up is, can I use atnarazavi? Now any person, atnarazavi means disposable. Now any person who tells you Siman Taf Ayin Beit, Saif Beit, as a quote to yes or no, you have to tell them, wait one second. Kefiko ho means based on how much you can afford. That means some of us over here have to use golden plates. But the point is that
Kefiko ho means also how much dishes can you wash?
So now that's one second. Kefiko ho literally
also beautiful plates, no?
Kefiko ho literally means based on how much you can afford, right? Kefiko ho, Rav is using it as a play on, which I agreed with, and I said it in the morning also. You should not say to your wife, look, it says you have to use the most beautiful dishes, and all night you're gonna be washing dishes. No such thing. In our homes, usually we have 1 or 2 nice plates, and on top of it, we put the beautiful, disposable, the plasticware, etc. Because you have to know, to be sensitive, it's not right that you're going to have 30 people in your house, and bet your head there's going to be a slujanka, your wife's going to have to sit over there and shh. So the idea is that if they want to use some plastic, they could use some plastic, but some silverware and some nice, whatever it is, dishes, definitely they should have. Why? Because that's the beautification of the holiday. And it says you should prepare the place that you're going to sit. Yes, you should prepare your chair already with the jomeh and your pillow and everything. Because we explained already, if a person leans like this in mid-air, it's not yotzeh. This is not considered leaning. This is considered suffering. Who wants to lean like this? This is leaning. This is suffering. The best way to lean is you take your chair, you turn your chair over a little bit. Here's the chair now, right? And you lean something like this. Yeah, it's more comfortable. Like some of you guys, I'm kidding. Like some people drive their car, you're like this. So too. Yeah, some guys are sleeping. Just in case. So this is the right way to lean against something, against the chair. You're comfortable. You put on a pillow over here or something, or you can lean on a person next to you if he's nice and plump. Yeah, if he's pillow-like, you can lean against him as well. That would be beseder. Now, let's skip Gimel. Let's go to Dalet. Go ahead. Isha enat tzricha haseba. Does a lady have to lean or not? Up.
Only if she's important.
Says the halakha, a lady doesn't have to. Ela im keni hashuva, unless she's a prominent lady. Says the Rama.
All of our wives are prominent.
All wives are considered prominent, and that's what Khaimov is noket lehalakha. He says that what?
I should be writing books.
How do you say prominent?
Prominent, это что такое?
Important. Yeah. So a prominent, it says that Rama, all of our wives are considered vajni, and therefore they can bow, and that's the appropriate course of action, unless her husband is makpid for whatever reason. That we'll talk about another time. Now, number 5. Hey, ben etzel aviv. Does a son need to lean in front of his father? What do you say? You're sitting with your father. Do you have to lean?
After he leans, let him lean first.
Says the halacha, ben etzel aviv tzarich haseba. He needs to lean. It's not considered disrespectful to the father because we know the father is going to forego his honor.
I don't understand the question. You're not allowed to lean in front of your father?
It's not respectful. You like mechubbat kacha. You know, I'm royalty. You're sitting in front of your father.
But this is the law, no?
So we're going to see. Let's see. What about a student in front of a rabbi? V'talmid lifnei rabo Rafi. Eno tzarich haseba. He doesn't need to lean.
Who?
Okay, but a son is a student to his father. There's no difference.
Now Rafi is going to say tzarich. Means he doesn't have to, but he could. Right? That's going to learn tzarich. Look at the Mishnah Berura on the bottom. Tet vav. Mishum deberesh amar tzarich nakatacha eno tzarich. Aval bemet isura na meika. He says it's forbidden to lean in front of your rabbi. The morar abok morar shamayim. Yeah, the fear of your rabbi is to be like the fear of heaven, and therefore, even if he didn't teach you everything, he's not your rabbo muvhak. There are 2 statuses of a rabbi in halakha. There's a rabbi who taught you most of what you know. He's considered rabbo muvhak. Most of what you know was taught by the rabbi. That rabbi, that's a higher status of a rabbi. It's called Rav muvhak.
You're suppressing the freedom, Rabbi. We're supposed to lean because there's no freedom.
Beseder. But there has to be kavod to those surrounding you.
So let the rabbi lean first.
Now look.
And then he said, Birshut Arav.
Continue to read.
I don't hold like this, Rabbi. Are you recording?
Rabbi, so in front of father, I can lean.
You can lean. If it's a papa, I got. No, I'm kidding. But wait. He says if the rabbi gives you permission, it's permitted.
What I say, Birshut Arav.
What if the rabbi is not present?
What? Then it's fine. Then he's not present. No, no
So
problem.
what is the status of your kids? You their father?
Yeah, he says
and
father.
teacher? No.
He spoke it out in the first line. Even if he's his main rabbi, his father was his main rabbi, he's still his father, and therefore, in front of the father, that's mutar. Father rashayit. He's not makpid so much. Now, hashamash tzarich haseba. Let's read Zion. You have Zion on top. Shulchan Aruch. Call me. Give Mr. Dave a book. Why don't you share? Yeah, share. Read together. Go. Call me. Rafi?
כל מי שצריך הסיבה, אם אחר ידע בלא הסיבה,
לא יצא. A person who needs to lean, and he doesn't lean. Says the Shulchan Aruch, לא יצא. For us, the Sfaradim and Adot HaMizrach, you have to drink again, you have to lean again, you have to eat again. Shtraf noi. However, the Ashkenazim, that are nigrar harama, look at what he says. V'yesh omrim d'bizman hazen derech le'asev. Says the Rama, today nobody leans. When you eat a meal, you're not leaning. You only lean when you drive. Says the Rama, because you're not leaning when you're eating, if you didn't lean, it's okay. Says the Rama. Yes? To lean, he says, it's okay. That's for the Ashkenazim. For Sfaradim, Chacham Avadia writes, you should listen to the Shulchan Aruch and drink again the cup that you drank. However, if it's already the 3rd or 4th cup, and you're already, litait, yeah, if it's difficult or he has sugar issues, he cannot drink even grape juice. It's problematic. Over there already we say, okay, beseder, you drank it, it's okay. Nigmar.
So can you have a tova amitiv every cup?
I'm not sure, I have to look into that, Rafi. Now, says the halakha. Sarich lishtot arba kosot ala seder, we're in chet. Yes, it Shelaveh gets together, says, okay, Johnny Dadesh. Let's be nice to each other. I don't have so much time. Let's sit down right now. Pour me 1 cup. What a priya gifen. Pour me a 2nd cup. That's cup number 2. Let's eat some. Boom. Right away. Back to back. He wants to drink 4 cups of wine. Says the halakha. How many cups does it count for? 1. Why? You have to drink it in order of the Haggadah. It's not just 4 cups. So let's go. Not how it works. Lishba wipit to move on. It has to be done in a seder. It has to be done in order. Let's read one more halakha and we'll call it a day. Shi'ur hakos ribi'it. Mr. Levy, you have it? Tet. Up, on top. That's the Shulchan Aruch. Shi'ur hakos ribi'it. You have? Maybe it's the next page.
Yeah, next page.
Shi'ur hakos ribi'it. The cup has to fit at least a ribi'it. Le'ahar shims again, after he pours water into it. If he wants to dilute it. V'yishteh kulo rubo. How much does he have to drink? Either all of it or most of it. So if you got a 12-ounce cup, 10-ounce cup, you gotta drink l'chatchila all, and if not, then most. That's why. What do we tell people? Gotta
No,
What?
from 12, you gotta drink 9.
most.
4 ounces
Which
is
is
enough.
like
3.3
3
ounces
quarters,
is
no?
enough.
From 12.
You have to drink either all or most of the cup, orubo. Now this cup, is it big enough?
Yes.
Is it a 5 ounce?
This is a 4-ounce cup.
Yeah.
This is a 4-ounce cup, and for our tradition, the Sfaradi and Edot HaMizrach, you can use such a size cup for the seder and also for kiddush. Okay, now. Afilu machzik kama revi'ayot, says the Shulchan Aruch. Some say you have to drink most of it, regardless of how much it contains in it. Therefore, don't get too big of a cup. Let's read one more halakha. Yud. Let's go. Mi she'eno shotei yain. Shelavek nilu b'dvino. Person who doesn't like wine. Mipnei shemaziko. It damages him, or son'o. He doesn't like wine. Do we have to force him to drink? Does he force himself or no? Halakha says he has to force himself to drink to fulfill the mitzvah of the 4 cups. One more, Rafi, one more. I said one more 6 times already. Read one more. Yud Aleph.
מצווה לחזור אחר היין, אדום.
Period. What does that mean?
You have to drink red wine.
You have to be lachzor. You have to go look for red wine. Yes? You have to go for red wine, even if the white wine is a little better than it.
How about grape juice?
Oh. One more. Let's read one more, Rafi.
יוצאים ביין מבושל.
Uvekonditon. You can drink yain mevushal. Yotzein. Ma pirush yotzein? You're yotze. But it doesn't sound like it's the best. Yotzein. You fulfill your obligation. Tiprachosh. Troishnik. I'm kidding. You can drink grape juice. I'm sorry, speaking about, not grape juice. Speaking about yain mevushal. But in the restaurants, as we said, the restaurant you have no choice, but it has to be yain mevushal. But at your home, you should drink yain she'eno mevushal for all the shomrim.
It's stronger?
No, it's not. It's a higher status that what? It's ra'ui lezalfo al gavei mizbeach. Yain, you see, wine, it has to be in a raw form, then they could put it on the mizbeach, on the altar. Once it's cooked already, this is not the same high status.
Read the next one.
Which one is the next one? To put on the
Ты тоже показал?
Yeah, that one's
Georgian. Non-negotiable.
not mevushal.
Georgian.
Yeah, fair. Can you drink grape juice? You could drink grape juice if you cannot drink wine.
Rabbi, один вопрос. Is it true, Afikaman?
Tomorrow.
It says if you don't find Afikaman, you gotta start all over again. Или нет?
No, you just take matzot on the side and you say, Zecher lekorban
So.
Pesach, and Echal al Sova, and you eat afikoman. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.
This is